10.7 deals with graphing circles. So if I had a circle that was centered at the origin, so the center is right there, and the radius was 3, so the center is 0, 0, and the radius is 3, so there's my circle. The equation of that circle is given by x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And in this case, r is 3, so that circle would look like this. Now, if you tried to graph this in your calculator, you actually can't. We don't graph in calculators much, but you can't graph this because it's not a function. It doesn't pass the vertical line test. Okay? So if I were to change this to, say, 121, how would that circle, what would that circle look like? How big is the radius? Not half. Square root. So what times itself is 121? 11. So this would be a circle that has a center at the origin, and the radius would be 11. Okay, now we're going to change the formula a little bit. What if we move the center? So if I had this circle, and the center is at 0, 0, what if I moved it 4 units to the right, and then 3 units down? So I'm going to take this exact same circle. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right, and then I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 units down. So now the center is 4, -3, but the radius is still 2. Well, when you're transforming functions, like this function, x squared plus y squared equals r squared, we are going to be putting the x transformation under the squared, and we are going to put the y transformation under the squared, but the direction of the transformation is opposite from the sign inside the equation. So to move that circle 4 units to the right, we're actually going to say x minus 4. So what would the y portion be? Y plus 3. We're moving down 3, so this would be y plus 3. And then what is that going to be equal to? Well, r is 2, so this would be a 4. So the equation of that circle, x minus 4 squared plus y plus 3 squared is equal to 4. Okay. All right. What if I put a circle right here, and I did what would the equation of that circle be? So it's going to be x plus 5. That is shifting to the left 5. And then square that. And y minus 2 squared is equal to 16. Does that make sense? Okay. Where would this graph be? where would that land? So it's going to be 0, 3. So that's the center. Then the radius is 3. I missed. There we go. Okay. Does that make sense? All right, let's check out Alex. Where is the center of this circle? -2, 4, and the radius 4, and then it wants you to graph it. So put a point on the center, and then draw a circle that has a radius of 4. Okay. This circle is centered at the origin, and it goes through the point -11, 0. So this is the center, and it hits this point here, -11, 0. So what would the equation of that circle be? X squared plus y squared, because we didn't move up and down or left and right, is equal to 11 times 11, which is 121. Okay. Okay. This circle will be x plus 3 squared plus y minus 7 squared is equal to 64. Right? Now, sometimes instead of saying radius, it will say diameter. If the diameter is 8, what do I put on the right side? Well, if the diameter is 8, that means that the radius would be... So which one's bigger, diameter or radius? So the diameter is larger. So if the diameter is 8, the radius would be 4. And if the radius is 4, then this would be 16. Okay? All right. So I have x squared plus y squared equals 81. Okay? And then down here it asks, is that point on the circle? Is 0, 3 on the circle? No, why not? So the radius of this circle is 9, right? And it wants to know, is 0, 3 on the circle? No. Okay. Well, what if I'm not sure? How do I check to see if 0, 3 is on the circle? Plug the points into x and y and see if it equals 81. So I stick a 0 in there, and I stick a 3 in there. Is that equal to 81? No. So that point does not lie on the circle. Okay. What about this? Well, -5 squared plus the square root of 17 squared. What is -5 times -5? 25. And what is the square root of 17 times the square root of 17? 17. Is 25 plus 17 equal to 81? No. So that point does not lie on the circle. Okay, what about 8 negative let's do negative square root 17. Plug it in. 8 squared plus negative square root of 17 squared. 8 times 8 is 64. What is negative root 17 times negative root 17? Does that point lie on the circle? Yes, it does. Okay, and then this one I took off. All right, get to work.